On the results so far of Crimewatch UK.
Welcome back to what's been a truly remarkable evening. If the calls we've had fulfil their promise, a very strong result so far on Photocall and names that seem to fit on 3 of our 4 reconstructions. Sue.
Well, first of all, we've had an interesting response on the abduction of a bank manager's mother in Hertfordshire. She was held hostage in the boot of a car while the kidnappers made vain attempts to negotiate with the bank.
Put me through to him.
Hello, can I help you?
What car do you drive?
Why do you want to know? My car's at home.
What's the registration of any car in the car park?
I don't know the registration number of any of the cars in the car park. I haven't got access.
A woman will be killed.
Well, Mr. Rayner, our main appeal was for anyone who might recognise the 2 abductors.
Yes, we've had about 100 telephone calls so far. One in particular has come from a police officer. Very positive, with 2 names who seem to fit the CD fits which were given out.
So you're quite excited about that one?
We're very excited, and we're going to take some action about them.
Right. So can we just have a look at those descriptions again? They came from 2 separate eyewitnesses.
They did, and the driver of the car is described as being in his late 50s, of stocky build, and wearing either dark clothing or a boiler suit. The passenger is in his late 20s or early 30s, and the witness described him as being actually taller than the driver.
And did anyone come forward to say that they saw the men or the car after they had abandoned the stolen escort?
Yes, we've received a number of calls concerning the abandonment of the escort, and we're following those leads up.
Right, thank you very much indeed.
Very strong response on Photocall as well. Tell us all about it, Jackie.
Well, 3 out of the 4 cases have brought a tremendous quality of calls. There's the petrol station robber out in southeast London, quality rather than quantity, only 7 calls, but 2 callers have given the same name, so I'm sure these will be promptly followed up. Brian Bernard O'Neill, the man we want to talk to about some car frauds. It's possible we've had other similar matters coming to light, so that's encouraging, but we still need to speak to Mr. O'Neill, so ring if you know where he is. The credit card thief down in Littlehampton, we've had over 20 calls, some sightings and lots of names, but 2 callers have given the same name, so watch this space, we could have good news.
Thank you, Jackie.
Well, now the murder of Nicola and Harry Fuller. The couple had only been married 6 months. Early in the morning of Wednesday, February the 10th, they were both shot dead at their home in Wadhurst in Sussex. We asked if anybody could recognise this voice.
How are you doing? Very well indeed. It couldn't be better. I popped over last night to see you. What time? About 7. I was up the gym. Up at the...
Well, Graham Hill, have you had the call you've been looking for on that?
We've had a tremendous response, well over 100 calls, most of which making suggestions as to the identity of that caller. Obviously, we're sifting through those at the moment, but I would appeal to anybody who may be sitting there thinking, I know that voice. Please to contact us. Obviously, we will follow all those calls up.
But it's vital that he comes forward, because until he does, he's your prime suspect.
Well, we need to eliminate him, as I said before. There may be some good reason why he was there, that for one reason or another he doesn't want to come forward. But I would say, if he's listening, please do come forward.
Have you had any other useful information?
We've had quite a number of people coming forward telling us that they knew Harry, had dealings with Harry Fuller. Obviously that's very useful. We will be seeing all those people, and indeed also some suggestions about the sightings of the vehicles that were shown on the reconstruction, and obviously we're looking at all those at the moment.
Well, quite hopeful. Let's hope
yes,
so.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Next, the bizarre armed robbery in Fife. It was most unusual because the gang attacked a couple in their home, but what's more, the family they picked on had no special wealth, and almost everything the robbers took was of largely sentimental value.
So this is it.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Where's your safe? Where's your safe?
In BT, there was no safe. As I say, it was a strange attack, and obviously a very frightening one, but you've had a tremendous response.
Yes, tremendous. We've had over 200 calls at the studio and at least 80 at the incident room at their headquarters in Fife.
And the most exciting thing is that caller after caller seem to be coming up with the same names, the same two names.
Yes, we've had quite a number of calls given the same surnames, same names for 2 of the persons.
Now, this is 2 of 3 people who were seen the week before. We're not sure that we can connect them with the robbery, but they've been operating some sort of scam, demanding money with menaces, pretending to, well, offering to tarmac people's potholes and then asking for a lot of money for them.
Yes, that's correct, but obviously with the names now, our objective is to trace these men and obviously eliminate them from the inquiry.
OK, well, it's looking very, very strong, this one. Incidentally, if somebody comes to you and suggests that they'll fill in some potholes in your drive and offers to do it cheaply, I'd be very wary indeed. A lot of the calls are complaining about this. Sue?
Well, David, what calls have been coming in on incident desk now? Quite a few.
Yes, first of all, we dealt with that Holloway rape, Sue, where we've had an enormous number of calls on that, well over 50 during the evening. Holloway lines have been very busy. Information that seems to connect in with possible other offences, and we've had lots of names suggested by police officers that could be connected. Also, we've had calls on the Stratford antique robbery. Not one of our most promising responses, but nevertheless, more than 20 calls. A number of names have been suggested for the video fit that we showed of the offender, or one of the offenders involved. And also we still would like calls in about the clothing that we featured, hopefully linking us to that video fit, or indeed that jewellery that was stolen, where that may be on sale and so on. So if you think you can help, still please do call us.
David, thank you.
Now the murder of Jean Lewis, who was attacked as she put things into the back of her car, and a courageous onlooker chased after her attacker.
You just attacked a woman back there. Do you want to try it on with me now? Come on, come on, come on, easy.
Tragically, despite his pleas to passers-by for help, no one intervened and the killer got away, but maybe not for long. Another tremendous response this evening.
Yes, we've had over 230 calls so far.
You've been trying to categorise them. How is that sorted out?
We've generally put them into 3 categories. Some about the bag, some about possible identities of a suspect, and others suggesting sightings of a similar man.
Now, the bag was a fragment of what seemed to be a plastic shopping bag that you think may have been brought there by the murderer. Maybe a really important clue.
Yes.
And I heard that the managing director of a company thought he'd made the bag rang.
Yes, he's rang, and it's been confirmed by other people. It is his bag, and we will obviously try and trace the wholesalers that had it.
And that really could be significant. Then you've got a lot of sightings of what could be the killer, is that right?
Yes, and included in that is also people suggesting that they were attacked, not so seriously, obviously, by a man of a similar description.
Really? And
Yes.
then names, and some of those names linking.
Yes, we already have one of those names in our system. It's been repeated 3 times here tonight, so he's looking good.
Good. Bob Fenton, thank you very much.
Well, the lines here in the studio will be closing in the next 15 minutes, but you'll see all the local numbers on your screen in a moment. If you can help us in any way, do please call. We hope to have some more progress to report for you a month from now.
And that's all tonight. So, unless you've been responsible for anything we've shown tonight, don't have nightmares, do sleep well. Good night.
Good night.